With a major star dead and more, this is Pro Wrestling Central. My name is John, and you're watching the Wrestling Report. Mentioning his conversation with John Cena at the Iron Claw Red Carpet event, AEW star MJF told Adrian Hernandez, "Talk about what I suppose stays between us." But what I will say is, again, another guy that is as advertised. A hardworking, intelligent, freaking just good human being. He's just a great human being. And every time I've talked to him, I've come away from it feeling like I either A, learned something, or B, learned something in the sense of like, this is what I should aspire to be like, inside the ring, outside of the ring. I mean, this dude was a fat head on my wall growing up. You know, Cena was my first love, and then it was Punk, right? So it's really cool getting to talk to him, for sure. Talking about the possibility of being a part of SummerSlam, Nikki Bella said this on her podcast: "Hopefully your girl will be on SummerSlam. I don't think, but I don't know. So I'm having so much fun in everything I do. Even at WWE, I'm not always on Raw, and that's okay because I'm just having a lot of fun. I wanted to be on Raw this past week, but they didn't need me, so I went to the Happy Gilmore premiere. I'm just happy for whatever I get when I'm there. I love the locker room. I love being a part of things. It's such a great place to be." During that same podcast, Nikki Bella talked about how some of her scenes in Happy Gilmore 2 were cut. "I remember hearing a few months ago that 20 minutes had to be cut out, and I'd been praying it wouldn't be my stuff. It was my stuff. All my talking scenes got cut, not just mine, but the whole group of people I filmed with, the characters I had to work with. Most of our funny scenes were taken out. I found out while I was sitting there watching it. I'm not gonna lie, inside I was really bummed and devastated, red-faced. You know that feeling when you're just like, oh my gosh, I was sad. I wish I knew before, especially since I had done media right before that and was talking about my character, and then you don't even end up knowing my name." Providing an update on her broken finger that she suffered during a triple threat match against Io Sky and Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair told CBS Sports, "I broke it in 3 places and the joint. It healed, but it won't bend. You can't wrestle with a straight finger because it'll break again. I can't even sew right now. I can't even make gear. We're on the end of this healing process, so we might have some time, but you never know. Crazy things happen. I needed this break. I've been going for the past 5 years nonstop in the title picture, filming reality TV shows and appearances. I think I had over 300 appearances in 1 year." Touching on plans for the Guns prior to Colten Guns' injury, Ringside News noted that AEW had plans to spotlight the Guns in a big way until a real-life injury changed the script. According to Fightful Select, Colten Gunn and his brother Austin were originally booked to compete in AEW's new 8-team eliminator tournament, which will determine the next challengers for the AEW World Tag Team titles. However, Colten suffered a legitimate knee injury during last weekend's AEW Collision taping, forcing the company to pull the former champions from the bracket entirely. AEW confirmed the injury on commentary during Dynamite, noting that Colten's injury occurred after a jumping punch spot with Big Bill during a 4-way tag team match. The match itself was supposed to be the team's big return, their first since February, but that momentum came to a sudden halt. AEW reportedly hoped Colten could recover in time, but it's now clear that it is not looking like it will happen, according to the report. As a result, the brackets had to be adjusted on short notice. The tournament will determine who faces current AEW Tag Team Champions, the Hurt Syndicate, Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin, and the revised tournament lineup is expected to be revealed on this week's Collision. On AEW Dynamite, Will Ospreay revealed that he had 2 herniated discs but planned to return at the Forbidden Door event on August 24th. Ospreay had said, "I didn't tell any of the doctors. I didn't tell any of the other wrestlers. Probably shouldn't have done that, but I just wanted to get through all of this." Dave Meltzer added on Wrestling Observer Radio, "It's shocking that he said he'd be back in a month with 2 herniated discs. It sure sounded like something that should be a year off. When he said that, and I knew it was a shoot, I thought, this is not good at all." It appears a former WWE star returning to the promotion is not in the cards. As WrestleZone said, Saraya is open to a return to WWE, but it doesn't appear that the promotion has put out any feelers about making it happen. According to a new report from Bodyslam.net via Patreon, WWE is not currently interested in bringing Saraya back. It was noted that WWE has not had any internal discussions about bringing her back, and she was not considered for an appearance at Evolution 2 in Atlanta this month. Recalling the time in 2020 where her home was broken into and she was nearly kidnapped, former WWE star SONYA DEVILLE told Chris Van Vliet, "I was dozing off on the couch, and I was about to just let us both sleep there, but I was like, no, let me wake Mandy Rose up and tell her to go to the guest bedroom. So I went to my bedroom, thank God. I grab my phone, turn on the alarm system, and throw the phone in the bed. At 2:43 a.m., I hear the alarm system go off. I run to the panel, and it says living room door open. I thought Mandy went outside. I run to her room. She's dead asleep. That's when I freaked out. I started screaming at her to get up. I ran to the living room and turned on the lights. I peeled back the curtain to the sliding glass door, and the man is standing right at the door. Black mask, black backpack, all black clothes. I screamed, ran to Mandy, and we escaped out the garage door. Come to find out, he had already opened the other sliding door. When I ran, he thought I went up the stairs, so he was waiting at the bottom with a knife and pepper spray in his hands. He told police, I know she has MMA training. I didn't want to get my ass kicked, so I was going to wait till she came down and pepper spray her. Had we slept on the couch, he had the door open. It was right behind the couch. We would have both been maced before we could even wake up. Had I not set my alarm that night, we would be dead. One different move, we wouldn't have made it. I'm the luckiest person on the planet. People tell me that all the time. If one thing went differently, me or Mandy or both of us would not be here right now." In that same interview, SONYA DEVILLE was asked if she is retired from pro wrestling, as she replied, "Definitely for now. Never say never, but right now I feel at peace with that. I'm not gonna lie, and I haven't said this, but it almost is like an open wound. And if I think about wrestling somewhere else, it's like I was so loyal to the company. It was my home from 21 years old to 31. I'm a ride or die type of person in general, so it's weird to even think about doing that, but not there. I'm retired. That's right. Even with the acting thing, I could easily go to the indies right now and make a great living like the likes of Matt Cardona and Shotzi, but my heart wants to act right now. So while the easier path would be to continue down the wrestling world, I'm trying really hard to stay true to what I want." Speaking about The Rock possibly appearing at SummerSlam, Bodyslam.net wrote that internal sources stated that there is no indication that The Rock is scheduled to return in the near future, meaning he will most likely be absent at the upcoming SummerSlam Premium Live event. Confirming that Roman Reigns will be at SummerSlam, Paul Heyman told TMZ, "Roman Reigns has picked his poison. Now Roman Reigns can pick the date. Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed accept the challenge for Roman Reigns and Jey Uso at SummerSlam. Welcome to my island of relevancy." In some unfortunate news, Hulk Hogan has passed away, with Ringside News writing, Hulk Hogan, the man who helped redefine professional wrestling for an entire generation, has died at 71 years old. TMZ Sports reports that emergency responders were called to Hogan's Clearwater, Florida home early Thursday morning for what was described as a cardiac arrest. Several police vehicles and EMT units arrived on scene. Hogan was seen being taken out of the house on a stretcher and loaded into an ambulance. Just weeks before his death, Hogan's wife, Sky, had spoken out to deny internet rumors that the WWE Hall of Famer was in a coma. At the time, she said his heart was strong and he was recovering following recent medical procedures. There had been increasing concern about Hogan's health in recent months. In May, the wrestling icon underwent a neck procedure, and rumors soon circulated that he was on his deathbed. Sources close to Hogan at the time pushed back, saying he was experiencing post-surgical symptoms but was not in critical danger. Known for his charisma and showmanship, Hulk Hogan wasn't just a wrestler. He was a cultural phenomenon. His presence helped launch professional wrestling into mainstream entertainment, turning it from a niche sport into a global attraction. Hogan was the face of WWE's 80s boom, capturing the imagination of children and parents alike with his larger-than-life persona and unforgettable matches. His influence reached far beyond the ring, with appearances in movies, television shows, and countless endorsements. Hogan's legacy is forever etched in the fabric of sports and pop culture. WWE issued a statement on Hogan's passing, writing, WWE is saddened to learn WWE Hall of Famer Hulk Hogan has passed away. One of pop culture's most recognizable figures, Hogan helped WWE achieve global recognition in the 1980s. WWE extends its condolences to Hogan's family, friends, and fans. Ric Flair said, "I am absolutely shocked to hear about the passing of my close friend Hulk Hogan. Hulk has been by my side since we started in the wrestling business. An incredible athlete, talent, friend, and father. Our friendship has meant the world to me. He was always there for me even when I didn't ask for him to be. He was one of the first to visit me when I was in the hospital with a 2% chance of living, and he prayed by my bedside. Hulk also lent me money when Reed was sick. Hulkster, no one will ever compare to you. Rest in peace, my friend." And this was your pro wrestling news update. I hope you're all having a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see y'all later.